Hello, Wonderhussy here. Sorry I'm a little out of breath, but I'm late for brunch. That's right, brunch. It's a little early for me. I don't usually eat this early in the day, but I've been wanting to try the brunch menu at our local steak joint. That's right, there happens to be a fantastic steakhouse right down the street from my Death Valley compound, and they just started serving breakfast, which I'll never make it in time for breakfast. So I'm meeting a bunch of friends for brunch. Oh, hey! Everybody's here. Look at this. Hi, Dan. Hi, Carla.
Oh my God, how are you, sweetheart? Oh my God, we're having such a good time.
I can. Well, you are. Are you having a good time today?
Oh, I'm hanging in there.
Oh, and Margaret, right here in Death Valley. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to blow your cover, Miss Anna Margaret. Oh, here's all my peeps. Hi, Jack.
Wonderhussy, hey, where you gonna go?
Don't steal my job, Jack. Jack, you look fantastic, though. Love the camouflage. Oh, wow, look at them yellow pants. Oh, hold on a minute. Somebody else wants me to film their outfit. What are these all about? Golly, I feel so underdressed. Oh, who's...
Margot has arrived.
Oh gosh, hey, how you doing, guys? Margot! Look at this little minx. Margot has been hiding in the trailer park right down the street from me all winter long, and I just now realized she was here.
Oh, I'm so honored. Listen, I'm so excited for you to take me on an adventure. I cannot wait.
Oh, Margot wants to go on an adventure with me, but I'm not sure there's room for all of us in the car. Just kidding, Margot. I'll always make room for you. Okay, wow, it is super crowded in here, super chaotic. How about this wallpaper? But you can see it's a full house here in Steaks and Beer. There's all kind of folks enjoying their breakfasts, and even though I'm not hungry, well, I guess I better order something. Hi, Joe.
Hello, hello.
Joe, you're the chef?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
So they say.
No, Joe, you've catered for us before. We know you're excellent.
Well, thank you.
Looking forward to trying your shakshuka.
Shashuka.
Oh, wow, look at that. Mimosa. Seriously, brunch at Steaks and Beer was even better than I expected. The group of us tried just about every single dish on the menu, and they were all amazing. And since Joe says he's open for breakfast Thursday through Sunday from 8 to 11 a.m., I have plenty of time to come back. Even though Margot is not on the menu.
This here? How we doing, Miss Sarah? We doing all good?
It's delicious.
Awesome, delicious. Awesome.
Compliments to the chef, Joe. You're
Well, thank you very much.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Oh,
We
my
appreciate
pleasure, my
it.
pleasure.
I know we're a lot.
No.
Is this from
He's alive.
my dear home, mammy?
Ugh. Had to do a little costume change because this weather is a little more inclement than I expected. You know, initially when I made this brunch date with my friends, I planned to wear some kind of amazing, colorful caftan with flowers in my hair and outrageous sunglasses. You know, something kind of Golden Girls meets Waikiki Beach circa 1972. You know, brunch wear. Well, unfortunately, the weather had something to say about that. It's real nasty and blustery today, which I guess isn't that big of a deal if I'm just going to brunch. The only downside is, well, it's been raining a lot in Death Valley. I don't know if you've seen on the news, but this atmospheric river is coming through California and dumping rain. I mean, I think Death Valley got almost 2 more inches of rain over the past week, and conditions are just soggy and nasty. And so you're probably wondering why I'm walking around on such a nasty, blustery, snowy day. That's right, snow in Death Valley. Well, that's because I have a friend in town, and I told her I'd go pay her a visit. Now, those of you who've been watching my channel for a while will recognize this Jeep. That's right, I'm going to visit Wandering Jeepsy. That's right, Jeepsy's back in town.
Who goes there?
Hey, Jeepsy! So good to see you too. We haven't seen each other in almost 2 years.
Close to 2 years,
Yeah, last time we hung out was when we went camping in the rain in Utah.
Utah, up in the mountains.
Yeah, so how have you been?
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
well,
Been good.
I like where you're staying.
Oh yeah, welcome to my crib. So I've been having some Jeep problems.
Oh
and,
no, what's wrong with your Jeep?
I had to get the wheel bearings replaced on the rear tires.
Oh.
And then I had my cooling housing needed to be replaced.
Oh,
and then I had
no.
a leak in my heater hose.
And so you had to have all that done in Vegas?
Yeah.
And so in the meantime, you're stuck out here, and you live in your Jeep. So when
I
your
had
Jeep's
to
in the
get-
shop, you can't live in it. What is this?
Yeah, this is so I had to get a structure for me to stay in.
Fancy. It's cozy in here.
Yeah.
Wow,
I mean, it's a lot bigger than my Jeep.
Yeah,
Lot
really.
bigger.
I mean, she has been living in a Jeep Wrangler for almost 2 years now. And that's a very small space for her and her dog. Two beings living in this Jeep. So now you have this whole big trailer to spread out, and it must feel like a mansion.
Oh, I'm definitely in a mansion right now. Yeah.
Okay, but so other than your car problems, you've been okay?
Yeah, I've been good. Minus me getting sick for the 10 days.
Oh, that's right. We were sick at the same time.
Yeah.
And you had the Cocoa Puffs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same nonsense. But you're good now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
And I never get sick. So getting sick and then the Jeep issues, it's been a little tough month.
It's
but
challenging.
It's part of, I guess, the nomad lifestyle.
Yeah. No one said this lifestyle was going to be easy.
No.
But, not to be, complain too much. There are a lot of upsides to it. Now your Jeep is back in business, and so you'll be traveling around the country again, and I'll be traveling around, and we may end up going on another little adventure together. But you're in town for a while, right?
I am in town for a while.
And,
so I've actually been here for a week, and I'll be here for another couple of weeks.
How about that? I don't know if you guys remember, but gosh, this was over 2 years ago now when she and I first met, and we basically were living right next door to each other. We just didn't know each other. And so now here we are, we're neighbors again. Jeepsy.
Literally neighbors again.
Yeah, exactly. The question on everyone's mind is, will you be in town for our upcoming flea market Firehouse fundraiser?
There's a flea market fundraiser?
Yeah, we're having a big fundraiser right next to the brewery in downtown Tacoma to raise money for our volunteer fire department. And I'm going to be there. And my sister is going to be there. And Ross, the one-legged miner, is going to be there.
Oh, it'd be so good to see him again.
And will you be there?
Of course I'm going to be there.
How about that? Wandering Jeepsy. If you've ever wanted to come say hi to beautiful Wandering Jeepsy.
In Little One.
But so both of you guys will be at our flea market.
Yes.
Awesome.
Definitely going to be there.
Oh,
So
cool.
I'm going to set up, and I've already let everybody know on my social media also to come out and say hi. And I'll have my Jeep there, which is AKA my home.
Awesome. Well, I hope everybody watching this, or those of you who live within a reasonable traveling distance, can come out and say hi to all of us.
Wait, I can say hi.
Oh, thank you, Jeepsy. I appreciate it. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. How nice. Jeepsy gave me a ride back so I don't have to walk in this crazy wind. And it sure was nice riding in that nicely refurbished Jeep. Everything is running great, purring like a kitten, and she's off to have more adventures. And so am I. That's right. Had to come and pay a visit to Ross, the one-legged miner. Hi, Ross. Hi, Cleo. Hi, Merida. I love you, Merida. Sorry, I'm not quite as excited to see you, Ross.
I get it.
Ross, I'm excited to
The
see
dogs are cuter
you.
than I
Oh,
am.
hold on a minute, Ross. Guns and Moses. Is that for Passover? Look at that, Ross and my sis. Friends from way back. Wow, it is. I thought it was cold and nasty down where I live. It's even windier up here at the mines, because you know how Ross is sitting up on that overlook on the side of a mountain? It's downright chilly here. Okay, every time I go visit Ross, it always turns into a big tour of look at the new mining equipment I got, or the new old
stuff
mining
shows up.
equipment. Yeah, Ross just made a run into Kingman and picked up a bunch of cool old mining stuff. Oh, you said you had to move most of it underground to get it out of the rain?
Yeah.
Yeah, this weather's been nuts. What do you think about the weather? Did it hit you hard up here?
It wasn't as bad as last summer's monsoon.
But it was bad, huh?
Yeah, just everything gets soaking wet and cold, so yeah.
So what do you think about this upcoming flea market? You think that we're gonna get rained out?
50-50. Either we will or we won't.
Okay, but are you planning to be at the flea market if it takes place?
We'll get our table right next to yours and
Oh, good!
sell military and mining stuff.
Oh, you have a lot of military and mining stuff to sell?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome! Wow, yeah, if this weather holds, and I'm hoping it doesn't start raining again before next weekend,
Fingers crossed,
and hoping everything goes according to plan. It'll be interesting to see what Ross has to sell at the flea market, because he's really scored a ton of interesting new artifacts lately. Mule shoes, a hit and miss engine, and a whole bunch of crazy looking old equipment that was all super interesting, including the big daddy of all mining relics. Oh my god, Ross finally got a mine cart! Ah!
The wheels don't turn yet. She's rusted solid, but I'm working on it.
I see you're working on it right here with your PB blaster. Is it working?
Not yet.
Oh wow, look at this. In memory of John Pop Hicks, a pioneer blacksmith from Cornwall, England. Do you know anything about that?
Not yet, but I'm going to find out.
Well, I just did a video where I researched my own family history to my great-great-grandfather who came over as a miner from Cornwall, England.
Wow, okay, one of the best of the best.
He might have known John Pop Hicks.
Could have been.
And as if all that weren't exciting enough, Ross had one more exciting new acquisition up his sleeve. But for that, we had to go down into the Columbia mine. Oh man, it is cold and windy. Let's get in that mine. It's funny because in the summertime, the mine is the place you want to go to stay cool. But that constant 70 degrees actually felt nice and toasty on a nasty, blustery evening like this. Even the bats were hiding out indoors. I guess it was too windy for any insects to be out and about, so they were conserving their energy by taking shelter in Ross's bat sanctuary, aka the Tacopa Mines. But the new surprise Ross had brought us down to see was even deeper in the mine. Whoa, that sound. Rolling thunder, man. Congratulations, Ross, you got a minecart. Wow, dreams really do come true. Ross has been trying to get a minecart ever since I met him. And this is from Kingman?
No, this one came out of an auction in Vegas.
Oh, okay. Wow. A Vegas minecart.
It was somebody's yard art for a while. They had everything all welded up so it wouldn't be tipping and dumping, but we had to cut all those welds off. Took the entire car apart, lubricated it all up, brought it in here in pieces and put it back together about where you're all standing.
Wow. Okay, well, I don't think Ross is going to be selling that minecart at the flea market, but I'm sure he'll have plenty of other cool stuff for sale. That is, if the weather holds and we can even have this dang flea market. Okay, I don't know. The skies are looking pretty blue, but like I said, we did just have this atmospheric river come rushing through Death Valley. In fact, you can see here, the road was completely flooded. There was about a 24-hour period that we were completely cut off where we live back there. Oh, wow. I don't know if you can see, but there's snow on the Nopaw Mountains. That's right, those are called the Nopaw Mountains. Anyway, there was about a 24-hour period where you couldn't even get across the Amargosa River here on the Hot Springs Road. And I've talked about this before. The Amargosa River, which flows through this valley, is a mostly underground river most of the year. But when we get one of these big rain events, the river starts a-flowing again. In fact, wow, it is really gushing. Even now, almost a week after the rain event. Look at that. Just pouring out of that culvert. Well, that culvert wasn't enough to handle the river at its high point, gosh, about a week ago. It was coming right across the top of the road and at least 6 inches deep. How about that? Well, I guess while I'm here, I might as well use the river water to clean off my galoshes, which got completely filthy in Ross's mine yesterday. Now I gotta be careful, as my galoshes sprung a leak, so I probably shouldn't even really be submerging my feet. Let me see. Hopefully they hold. Baptizing my galoshes in the mighty Amargosa River! I don't know, man. I think my socks do feel kind of wet now. Oh well, at least it was fun to put my feet in there like that. Not something you get to do every day here in Death Valley. Anyway, you might be wondering, well, with all this rain, atmospheric river dumping water onto Death Valley again, how did your driveway fare? Well, I'm glad you asked. It actually fared pretty well. No damage from the rain. And incidentally, when I say it rained, it really rained. They weren't kidding when they called this an atmospheric river. I think we got something like a couple inches. I mean, it just, pardon my language, but it pissed rain for like 3 days straight. Anyway, it didn't damage our driveway because we started digging this trench to channel all the rainwater down along the side of the driveway instead of going right down the middle like it used to. And while I'd like to take credit for this engineering marvel myself, or give my sister credit for it, well, unfortunately, it was a friend of ours who came up with this idea. A guy that I met, and this is kind of weird, he was in one of my videos this past summer at the Lake Tahoe nude beach. Really nice guy named Dennis. And this should be a lesson to anybody who's ever hesitant or wary of naked old men at places of public nudity. Because Dennis is a champ. He volunteered to come over here and help us dig a trench. He identified where the water should flow down. He kind of laid out where it's going to go. He came up with a plan. I guess we're going to dig the trench and then we're going to line it with asphalt roofing material. We got a bunch of old asphalt roofing material. So we're going to line the trench with asphalt and then fill it with rocks. So that way we can drive back and forth over it without messing it up. And it can rain as much as it wants. We can get as many hurricanes, monsoons, atmospheric rivers. And now that I think about it, it sure has rained a lot since I moved out here. Anyway, it can rain as much as it wants to, and our driveway will be just fine. So, the driveway is okay, the roads are open again, and the weather has cleared enough to where we are definitely gonna proceed with our plans and have our fabulous Firehouse Fundraiser flea market this weekend. I mean, look at that beautiful, mostly clear blue sky, and feel that balmy desert air. This is the best time of year to be out in Death Valley. So if you're anywhere in the area, come by and see us Saturday and Sunday, February 17th and 18th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the parking lot between the brewery and the post office. Check out Ross the One-Legged Miner's collection of military and mining antiques, Villa Anita's art and jewelry, and don't forget to stop by and say hi to Wandering Jeepsy and Little One. And there may be even more surprise guests, because I invited a bunch of my YouTube friends. Mike Z, the manliest of all manly men who replaced my front door last fall. My friend Vic with his adventure van, Bert the Love Boat. Jenny Gibbs might even come out for the day. Not to mention all the other quirky and colorful characters you've seen in my videos. Like me and my sis. That's right, just like last year, we're gonna have our own table set up, so come say hi, get a nice cold brewski, enjoy some pizza, and maybe even stay the weekend. I mean, there's plenty of camping in the area, and I think there's even still motel rooms available at some of the resorts. And if you stay the weekend, well, then you might have time for a delicious breakfast at Steaks and Beer. Oh, I feel like I'm still stuffed from that delicious shakshuka and veggie scramble. But you know what? I can't wait to go back. Who knows? Maybe I'll see you there.